Many of you, including myself, have been wondering what in God's name has been going on in Haiti. I went to one of my favorite Haiti sources, Kim Ives, and he's writing this article in Haiti Liberté. Ariel Henry, 74, once the king of Haiti's chessboard, has now become a pawn of the U.S. in its increasingly desperate bid to send a proxy intervention force into the rebelling Caribbean island. Washington is now crumbling for... scrambling. Oh, wouldn't it be great if Washington went out crumbling? Washington is now scrambling for a way to send a quick reaction force into Haiti. And Ariel Henry remains one of their most important bargaining chips, the source says. After his charter jet landed in Puerto Rico on March 5th, the U.S. FBI interrogated Henry for 3 days. Oh, yeah, we have nothing to do with this. Haiti's just all on its own, and for some reason, bad stuff's happening. Oh, except our FBI is sitting there waiting to interrogate their president the moment he lands in Puerto Rico. I can't remember whether he mentions it or not. Even though the FBI was interrogating Henry, that is not the full reason as to why he's not back in Haiti. He's not back in Haiti because the popular uprising there has blocked the airports and is stopping him from coming back. But anyway, we'll get to more of that in a moment. The first day of the FBI's interrogation was devoted to questioning him about his role in the July 7, 2021 assassination of the former Haitian president, Juvenel Moise. The remaining 2 days of the FBI's interrogation focused on Haiti's 2024 payment of $500 million to Venezuela to pay off the $2.3 billion Petrocaribe loan account established between the two countries in 2008. So they spent 2 days interrogating this guy on why the fact he helped Venezuela. Well, how dare you write off debt of Venezuela, and that infuriates the U.S. empire. Under the agreement, Venezuela wrote off the remaining $1.8 billion Haiti owed the country as well. So it was a deal they made. The Diplomatic Secret Service, DSS agents handling Henry have placed him under de facto house arrest on the U.S. Army's Fort Buchanan. So he's on a U.S. Army base. So we have nothing to do with it. He's just being interrogated by the FBI on a U.S. military base. The administration is extremely anxious, the Biden administration, extremely anxious to stabilize, quote unquote, the situation in Haiti, meaning stabilize U.S. control over Haiti. The State Department wants to deliver Henry to a new Haitian government of its choosing, of the State Department's choosing, because that's our right? We just own the world, and it's our right to choose who rules any given country, and we just happen to always choose the fascists. We just happen to always choose the worst goddamn human beings in the world to run these countries and destroy lives, and we want to make sure it's the right one that will destroy lives. They want to deliver him back to a new Haitian government of its choosing. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken tried to concoct a Transitional Presidential Commission, the CPT, in Jamaica on March 11th. A few CARICOM leaders, particularly Guyana's president and Jamaica's prime minister, hosted and fronted the charade. So while the U.S. is saying, oh, look, we've created this committee to segue to a new leadership, it's bullshit. It's the U.S. going to allied countries and saying, let's pretend we run Haiti. Blinken's presidential commission stands absolutely no chance of success because Washington demanded that its members must support UN Security Council Resolution 2699, which endorses but does not oversee a foreign military intervention into Haiti called the Multinational Security Support Mission. Right. The Haitian people overwhelmingly reject the deployment of this mission. Blinken's formula went over like a lead balloon. So the U.S. government ran down and said, we're going to fix this Haiti problem. And Haiti goes, no, you're not. No, you're not. You're not us. Yeah, you guys in the U.S. seem to have forgot something. You're not us. So go diddle yourself with a brown banana. To quote from, Moise Jean-Charles, sure I'm not pronouncing any of these right. We reject CARICOM's proposal, he said in a press conference. We have overthrown Henry's government. Does it make sense for us to now sit down at a table and negotiate with it? Which is an amazing way to put it. We overthrew this government. Why do you expect us to sit down and listen to some negotiation? Despite the near universal sentiment rejecting Washington's CPT, Blinken was still defending it as of just a few days ago. Blinken said this was a Haitian-led agreement. Oh, was it? Too bad there was no one in Haiti involved. At least no one that didn't have a gun to their head. Should Washington fail to install its replacement puppet government, keywords, it may also seek to woo the apparently anti-imperialist and impending Moise Philippe provisional government. It seems that Haiti will have a government that the U.S. is not really a fan of because they are anti-imperial, but the U.S. thinks they may have ways to control said government anyway. There's been a lot of talk going around about, and again, I'm going to mispronounce this, Jimmy Cherizier, the leader and spokesman for the Live Together coalition of armed gangs, which effectively drove Ariel Henry from power after he left from Kenya on February 27th. Now, you've probably heard online maybe some talk of Jimmy Cherizier because the U.S. propaganda outlets have done everything they can to go after this guy and just destroy him with propaganda. And they've been calling him a cannibal and all these things. And from the reporting I've seen from the people that are actually reliable, like Kim Ives and Dan Cohen, that is not true. This is instead someone who has actually forged an alliance amongst the gangs to bring down the U.S.-backed puppet that was running things horribly. The whole oh, he's a cannibal thing seems to be just a bunch of bullshit cooked up literally by Western interests. He said, we have no problem with the council that would be headed by Guy Philippe because we are fighting for the same things. We have the same vision for Haiti's future, and we hope he keeps his vision. We in Live Together, Haiti's armed groups who are now all united, will not fight his proposed installation, but we will fight the presidential council cooked up last week in Jamaica by foreign governments with a bunch of corrupt politicians who have not a patriotic bone in their bodies. If they try to take power, even with the support of foreign troops, we will fight them to the very last drop of our Desalinian blood. I know this is shocking, but this sounds like a country that doesn't want the U.S. to run them, to put in puppet governments, to coup them. It sounds like they actually want their independence, which they keep fighting for. They won it initially back in the 1800s. They then were brought down and held down by the yoke of crushing debt because they had to pay off the people that enslaved them, being France, to the tune of billions of dollars. They only finished their payments for their freedom in the 1990s. And now the U.S. and Western interests have found other ways to make sure that Haiti will never actually be free. They couped the first ever democratically elected president of Haiti, Jean-Bertrand Aristide. They literally picked him up in a U.S. military jet and flew him to Africa. They kidnapped him. So that's what the U.S. does when you are not aligning with U.S. interests. Guy Philippe said, Ariel Henry is not the problem. He is just a piece of the bad guys' team. These guys are trying to take back power so they can keep destroying Haiti. Haiti is a sovereign country. No patriots, not real Haitians, would like any foreign nations to invade. By the way, that note we see again and again and again. The U.S. supports some sort of opposition group in a country, for example, Venezuela with Juan Guaido. They support this opposition candidate, or they declare him president, even though he never got a single vote for president. And that guy, that opposition, starts making press conferences, starts making statements saying, we want the U.S. to invade. We need the U.S. to help, right? Zelensky is a big one, right? We want the U.S. should invade as much as possible. And you kind of know that these opposition groups are not real patriots, or not really aligned with the people of their country when they're asking the imperial octopus, the vampire squid, to enter their country, to come in and take over things. To continue from the quote, what if previous interventions brought to Haiti more misery, cholera, Ebola, AIDS? We don't need military intervention. We need help. We need soldiers here. The Haitian police force and army are enough and are trained enough to end that. Foreign troops will come here to keep the status quo and to help the rich. Boy, that doesn't sound familiar, does it? They will come here to make sure that rich countries keep stealing everything we have in Haiti. That's what they're here for, not for us. Boy, sounds all very familiar. Sounds like a game plan that the U.S. uses over and over and over and over again. Here is a continued quote from Philippe. There is no weapon more powerful than the people's will. If Haitian people want to resist, we will resist together. If they have to kill us together, they will kill all of us. But we can resist, and we will. Certainly we will. Indeed, if all else fails, Washington appears prepared to send its own troops. U.S. Southern Command, Southcom, is prepared with a broad range of contingency plans to ensure the safety and security of U.S. citizens in Haiti, right? That's what the U.S. does. We send safety and security. Would you like more safety and security in your neighborhood? Then just call the U.S. and we'll bring you that on the tip of a bomb. Ariel Henry may soon join the ranks of other former U.S. allies who were later dumped, betrayed, or killed by Washington. Can anyone guess who this list involves? Osama bin Laden, Saddam Hussein, Manuel Noriega, Rafael Trujillo, and yes, even Jovenel Moise. As the late Henry Kissinger is once reported to have said, it may be dangerous to be America's enemy, but to be America's friend is fatal. So there's a little update on how well things are going in Haiti. The U.S. empire's tentacles are aiming for it. Is that a mixed metaphor there? No. Can you aim a tentacle? I guess if you had a tentacle gun, shot tentacles, you could aim some tentacles.